I quite like the notes. I've never written a fan fiction before, but Lady Dimitrescu has been consuming my thoughts for months. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
I think you'll find it's been years now, because this was first published in May 2021, and it was last updated July 2024.
Oh, it's still going. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, this has been consuming your brain for 3 years now. And good on you. So, do we want to just jump in and talk?
Hello. Welcome to the shipping forecast.
Yeah,
Let us be your
we
guide.
should probably get in the habit of doing that at the beginning, because it has been 5 years and I still haven't got into that. So, hello everyone, welcome to the shipping forecast. I'm James. Joining me is Grace.
Hello.
And Nick.
Hi.
And Grace and I were just telling Nick about a wedding we went to last weekend, and Grace almost got thrown into a cake.
The cake.
The cake.
The cake.
Yeah.
The fucking cake.
For there is only one at a wedding.
Not yet cut as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
And I was out of the room for this. That's the really frustrating part. I was at the bar, and then I came back, and Grace was kind of hiding in a corner with someone else, and I was like, what's happened? And Grace told me, she told me what she's about to tell us.
Oh, basically, I was getting merry with some of the ladies, and one lady in particular was getting really into it. She was like doing all the dips and things and giving me twirls and whatnot. And she twirled me so hard that like our fingers didn't catch. And I was spiraling backwards in very high heels, backwards further and further, and I caught myself and I thought, phew. And then I turned around to look at what I was going to crash into, and I saw the fucking cake there, and I went, oh my god, this situation could have been so much worse. And then I was like, don't you spin me again, woman, don't you fucking spin me again.
So I asked that woman her version of, because this is a woman I work with, and I asked her version of the events, and apparently it's on you that you didn't hold on enough to her hand.
She has strength. She threw me at such a velocity, and like I just by a gnat's cock, I missed her fucking fingers to grab her.
I see.
Right? Like, yes, I am to blame, but also she is to blame.
By the sounds of it, no, it's no one's actual fault. It's just a lack of dance rehearsals, I guess.
Yeah, there were no rehearsal. It was just,
Yeah, alcohol and dancing, it very rarely mixes.
I mean, dancing
Indeed.
sober doesn't help.
The other sad thing is, because the drinks were so expensive, everyone just decided to stay sober.
Yeah,
Apart
yeah,
from
we
the
did.
people who knew about the secret wine stash.
Yeah, I wish they'd told me about the
table.
wine.
I see.
I should have paid more attention and got hold of some of the wine. I think I paid, £20 for a vodka and coke each? Something like that?
Yeah,
20 quid for 2 vodkas and cokes.
Yeah,
Oh,
single
horrible.
vodka and coke.
I think at that point I would have brought my own.
It was a single
I was very
as
tempted.
well. Thank fuck you didn't order a double, it would have been 40 quid.
Yeah, it was something else.
Oh, fucking Cambridge.
Yeah. We also got outdanced by a colleague of mine who was 20 years our senior.
He just kept going.
Oh, wow.
He just, so there's this guy. He's a fantastic guy. I was just stood with him and he was like, let's go dance. I want to go dance. And I was like, yeah, all right, sure. And he just stayed on the dance floor for 90 minutes. No breaks. And I went up there, Grace went up there. He had some moves as well. And
I don't know, I think it was the same moves every dance.
it was,
He
but
was- it
God,
was
he's a
aggressive.
dad in his mid-40s. He's allowed to have corny moves. And,
No, it
yeah.
wasn't even corny, it was just sort of going back and forth on each foot with a little bit of a wiggle.
Well, he did it far longer than we did.
I
I
mean-
think I'd have given him a run for his money, because not only was I cutting shapes, but I was cutting shapes in high heels.
You
So
were, but you
just-
didn't have his stamina.
I would have if I didn't have the heels on.
Okay.
Oh,
Making
I'm just not that I'm competitive, but I would have won.
Fair enough. I'll remember. I might be able to get you to the Christmas party to see if you can outdance him in round 2.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to London.
Oh no, it won't be in London. We're doing a Cambridge one.
All right. Yeah.
I do remember having that much energy, but I was like 21, 22.
I know.
Just-
Yeah, I don't know how this man does it.
Yeah, like
Exercises regularly.
I go out. I go out now on the very, very rare occasions where I do go out, and I always wake up with a hangover that takes 3 days to dissipate and some weird new injury, and I'm absolutely fucking wiped out. But
How much do you drink when you go out?
no, like, it's weird. Like, I can drink the same amount at home and be absolutely fine. I don't, like, the next day, I don't understand why going out gives me aches and pains and a hangover.
Huh. I don't know then.
Yeah, it's like when I used to go out, like, 21, 22, it'd be a case of, go out on Friday night, have a few drinks, go home, go to sleep, wake up, hangover free, then, you're out on the Saturday night, and yeah.
Yeah, I miss being hangover free.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that is the big
For
one.
any of our younger listeners, it's going to get you at 30.
It will.
Enjoy it while you can.
I find if I just drink water with everything, I don't get them.
Yeah, okay.
You're hitting 30 soon.
Yep.
Yeah, but I have had hangovers before without water.
Okay.
That might work then.
Also, stick
I
to
mean, I
spirits.
try.
No beer. Beer makes me hangover.
That's also it. I don't stick to spirits.
Mm.
God, I swear there was another story from... Oh yeah, like the bridesmaids had like a group photo and Grace just sort of showed up in the background looking like a haunted ghost.
Yeah, I didn't realise I was in shot, so I'm just stood there listening to James prattle on about something, and then I'm just stood there.
Let me show you, Nick. I can't post this, but I can.
Yeah, okay, let's have a look.
Okay.
I'm sure they can edit me out.
They can, but this is it. I think it's funnier that you're there.
If I'd known, I'd have struck a spooky pose, but
You did.
no, I didn't. I was just standing there.
Wait.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if you
come
look
on.
carefully, you are striking a pose in that second one.
Yep,
I don't deserve this.
100%. That's fantastic.
That was sent to me with the message: if you see 8 women in this picture, you will be cursed by the hotel ghost.
I look like I've got like a finger to my lips. in
Yeah.
the
You
second
do.
one, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, you do. It's just sort of like, just before that sort of knowing wink to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the lighting just kind of blends in with your dress in such a way that it does look as if you've kind of fallen out of the floor.
Oh
So
yeah.
there's something
flipped.
deeply uncanny about everything here.
Thanks.
I do mean it as a compliment. Talking of horror,
Ah,
Fucking
actually,
hell. I do mean it as a compliment. Talking of horror.
talking of horror,
Fucking. You're such a
What was-
catty bitch.
haunted
you know?
ghost. That wasn't. Oh, fuck off. Saying that, Dead Boy Detective's not getting a season 2.
I know, it was devastating. Oh,
Talking of catty British men
yeah. Oh, yeah.
and ghosts.
actually, before we get into it, I don't know if I've talked on this show about one of my friends' favourite things to do at a wedding.
No, I doubt that's ever come up.
Okay, so a friend of mine, he has this game which he plays when he goes to a wedding. He likes to see if he can leave as little mark on the occasion as possible.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want to show up in any of the photos or any of the group photos or anything like that. If he can minimise his sort of impact in the photos as if he was never
Yes.
there, he really likes doing that. And that kind of appeals that.
Mm-hmm. And last time we went to a wedding, I took as many photos of him as I could.
You did.
And some of them look very goofy.
You did.
Because there's one where he's at the buffet and he's just sort of turned around to look at us with his plate full of food.
It looks like he's filling his cheeks like a hamster.
I know. It does. Oh, I wish I could put that on the internet, but alas.
I know, like, you shouldn't dox your friends, but, like, sometimes you wish that
If-
you could.
Yeah, maybe I can maybe I'll do an artist recreation of the picture so it doesn't dox anyone. And then I can put that as the thumbnail. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
I'm probably
oh
going to
boy.
forget. I think that'll be funny.
Yeah. Oh, bless him. But, yeah,
Okay. That's a much harder thing to segue from.
it is. I do apologise. I just wanted to get
Thanks,
that in
Nick. You bastard. Talking of horror, the horror of being seen at a wedding. We're doing Resident Evil today.
Yep.
Because I beat Resident Evil 4 at this point several months ago, but I beat it and I wanted to talk about it. So, we've talked about Resident Evil before, a couple of years ago. That was right as Village came out. In fact, I'm not even sure if it was when Village came out or when the trailers came out. Because I suspect it may have been just when the trailers came out.
Well, yeah, because it's
Big woman.
big vampire woman. Everybody's going to go absolutely fucking feral, and everybody did.
And they
So,
did.
including us. I think you'll
Including
find.
us. Yep.
I think the game had already been released for a little bit because we had to use a mod on the clip art.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did a
Like-
thumbnail of her coming out of a cake because there was a fic about her coming out of a cake like Marilyn Monroe.
Ah, yes, I do.
Oh,
I
I was
remember that.
talking about the Big Mama's House 3.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, that's what we did call it in the end. Big Mama's House 3, Resident Evil. Fond memories.
Yeah. We were so young and stupid, and now we're older and stupid. So.
So yeah, I've played Resident Evil 4, the whole thing, the remake. I've played the bulk of Resident Evil 2, but I got stuck in a room playing as Ada. If you know, you know.
Okay.
I got a little bit into Resident Evil 1. I couldn't get behind the tank controls. I'm sorry. And I watched a playthrough of 7. So my knowledge is limited. I'll see what we can do.
Yeah, you're still the most knowledgeable person.
Unfortunately, I'm still the most qualified person.
Yes.
For better or for worse. So, we're going to focus on Resident Evil 4. Or I'm going to. At least when talking about characters.
Okay.
We'll probably branch out. We'll probably talk about Lady D still. But 4 is somewhat self-contained. Actually, no, better way to start. How much do you guys know about Resident Evil?
I know what the big lady looks like.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. You know they're zombies.
No,
Oh,
but I do now.
okay. The first 3 games are mostly about dealing with zombie outbreaks in ye old Raccoon City, caused by the Umbrella Corporation.
Ye old Raccoon Town Divine.
Exactly.
Why do they call it Raccoon Town?
It's actually Resident Evil is in the Animal Crossing universe.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
Tom Nook found Raccoon City. He's
Yeah.
the one who lets Umbrella Corporation into Raccoon City because they're going to give him the most bells.
Yeah, I can believe it.
And then when they unleash the zombie viruses, the T-virus, I believe, that's when it all goes to shit. And that's when Tom Nook leaves and goes to an island. And there you go. Same universe.
Honestly, find me that crossover fic.
I hope that's out there somewhere.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That explains why Isabella teams up with Doom.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. All right.
That's exactly what happened. So, the 4th game is set a little bit later. It follows the protagonist of the 2nd game, one Leon S. Kennedy. He was a cop in Resident Evil 2. He has become a spy by Resident Evil 4.
Oh, you got a promotion.
Exactly. He joined the Secret Service, and his mission is to rescue the president's daughter because she has been kidnapped, and he is apparently the only secret agent that they have because they send him alone to Spain to go rescue her.
Why don't they send in a team?
Because I'm going to show you a picture of Leon, and I think you'll understand why they send the coolest man they have.
Okay.
So that's Leon jacket. It's a really cool jacket. That's Leon guns out. You play as both throughout.
I do approve of that jacket.
He's so cool, isn't he?
That is a
Like,
World War II flying jacket, that is.
So, Leon is the 15-year-old boy's image of what being a cool super spy is. And you know what? They're right. It's a sick look.
It is.
What do they call it? War core?
I
Very
guess
war
so.
core,
Yeah, it could be Walker. Yeah.
Yeah,
as the kids say. Yeah.
that's fair. Actually, let me get you one more photo of Leon, because there's something you unlock later in the game that I think you guys
Is
should
it a
know
maid
about.
outfit?
Hang on.
Every game has a maid
Every
outfit. Come
single
on.
game. Oh god. Is
Hold
it
on.
one of those fuck me dresses that you can put Link in one of in one of the newest Zelda games or whatever?
It's
it is?
not, but I've...
The backless MILF outfit, yeah.
So, when Googling, I found something eerily similar to that, but it is absolutely modded. So, you unlock a special item that gives you unlimited ammo once you beat the game.
All right.
It is cat ears.
I see.
So here he
Yes.
is with his cat ears.
Oh my god.
So when you Google Leon Kennedy cat ears, this picture also comes up.
Oh wow. Yeah, there it is.
So he's
Got a whale tail.
he's wearing a crop top and he's got a whale tail. Yep,
Got a fucking thong on.
exactly. So,
Why didn't you tell me about this game before?
I tried.
fuck's
I
sake.
really tried.
Wait, is this modded?
That picture's modded, yeah.
Oh well, the producers are cowards. I don't want to play it anymore.
The cat ears, however, are not.
It's not enough. It's got to be both.
So, do you want me to go through all the husbandos first, or do you want me to talk about the president's daughter?
I don't really mind. I mean, do you want to talk about lots of men, or do you want to talk about one underage girl? It's up to you.
She's 19,
Okay, never mind.
so that's Ashley.
Okay.
Her role is very much to be kidnapped throughout the game.
Yeah, I
Ugh.
remember seeing sort of memes about Ashley, about how she's one of the most annoying people in the universe.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
Well, saying that, not in the remake anyway. Maybe she was more annoying in the original.
Yeah.
As I say, your role is to go in and rescue her. You rescue her about a third of the way through the game, and then you have to get her out of Spain. By the way, Spain, they did no homework on what Spain looks like. You could easily have it be Britain, and it looks exactly the same.
Okay.
It's grim, it's rainy, the locals all... You've seen The Wicker Man, right? It's all a bit like The Wicker Man.
Okay. All right.
They found an area of Spain that looks exactly like The Wicker Man, but they're just kind of yelling in Spanish.
I mean,
And it's all peasants with pitchforks.
there's got to be some dull, rainy areas of Spain, surely.
No, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, mate.
Nice.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the outskirts of Madrid.
Maybe. It doesn't look like what I imagine Spain to be.
Okay.
How do you imagine Spain to be?
Sun.
You're walking down the street and then a bull starts chasing you, and then suddenly you hear
Sure.
and castanets.
I imagine it to be a little bit sunnier.
Yeah, like
The-
Spain, I always imagine coastal, little white villas snaking up the hillside.
There is none of that in Resident Evil 4.
Okay, it's all grimdark.
Yes.
Maybe the bits that border with France are more rainy.
Oh, yeah, I could see.
Yeah, northern France is basically just the, southern, like,
Just UK.
yeah, southern UK, still, still
Here,
rainy,
let me
still industrialised.
let me get a picture of a location.
Yeah, okay, doke.
So it's still going in Smash or Pass, but
What, a Spanish village.
so this is the Spanish village.
Oof, that's a pass.
Yeah.
That it doesn't look Spanish.
No.
Oh, it does. It absolutely does. It's Victorian era Spanish.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
I will stand
Like
corrected.
I think that bit there would be like an old church of some kind, and then that bit's a house. I could be wrong.
Fair enough.
Right,
Well, it is the mid 2000s.
Yeah, they absolutely had the internet back then. They could have looked it up.
Yeah. No, I mean the game is set in the mid 2000s, but it's all like Victorian Spain, if anything.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, and you go through a castle at one point. Like there's very little homework done. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I'm sure
They just
Spain,
sort of stapled some cool areas together.
I'm sure Spain has castles.
Oh, it does, but it's not inhabited castles with monks and knights and
Oh shit! Okay,
like yeah,
right. I see. So,
exactly.
So basically, instead of encountering like either a ruin or a pleasant little experience with a nice little tour guide who will talk you through the history of the castle, you encounter monks.
Yeah.
As if it's still the... Yeah.
In fact, this tangents nicely. Let me show you one of the villains of Resident Evil 4, who is part of behind the kidnapping of Ashley. There's 3 people involved, to be honest. This is Ramon Salazar.
Is he a vampire?
He looks like Margaret Thatcher to me.
He does. Like Margaret Thatcher with a really big head.
Yeah.
He does look a bit like a bobblehead in that photo.
Exactly. If you zoom in, Thatcher is what I get.
He looks very 17th century France.
Yes. And not 20th century Spain.
No.
Mm-hmm. So, understandably, Ashley very much simps for Leon the whole way through. And you know what? I think that's completely understandable and realistic, because you're 19, you've just been kidnapped, they send the hunkiest spy that has ever been sent to go rescue you. It's just the 2 of you. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
Leon being a fucking professional, he does pretend to be oblivious the entire way through the game. Also completely understandable, because this is your boss's daughter, and your boss is the president.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
You don't. Yeah, you don't want to fuck that up.
Nope.
You know.
No, you don't. So, yeah, Leon's fairly oblivious there. The other woman that he's often paired with, especially from this game, is Ada Wong. Now, this is one of the few where I'm going to show you 2 images of her, because this is her in the original game.
Okay.
Like, also, you're out there in grungy Spain, and she's there in this sort of red cocktail dress.
It's kind of impractical.
Exactly.
It's very lovely, but it is kind of impractical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a redesign in the remake.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better. She
practical.
swapped the cocktail dress for like a sweater dress, I believe they're called. I want to call it a jumper dress, but that doesn't sound. That's more British, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean, though.
Mm-hmm. One of the few cases where I think not only have they made it more practical, I think it looks better. I think it's like a more attractive look, personally.
Okay, fair enough.
But maybe that's just me. She has ulterior motives. That's kind of her whole thing. She is a double, if not triple agent, working for the bad guys, working for Umbrella, working for the government for a while.
Yeah, it sounds like that she basically goes where the money is.
Yeah, she's femme fatale spy that just sort of shows up, taunts Leon from time to time, but occasionally helps out, because deep down, maybe she's got a heart of gold. But mostly in it for the money.
I see.
I reckon we'll be seeing a lot of her. However, probably not as much as we'll be seeing stuff of this guy. So this is Louis. I've forgotten his surname. Mm-hmm. Hang on. And just look at that pose. Look, he's
hell.
He's so cunty.
Fucking hell, the jacket, man.
Also, he's got a really cool jacket.
Oh, I thought he was just thrown up on it. I thought it was just dishevelled.
No, it's very tastefully kind of faded, and he's got kind of bits at the top. I don't know how to describe it.
My man's just
embellishment.
fucking stood here holding a fucking Luger with like half a jar of bolognese all over his lapels.
His name
He's got dirty jeans as well. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't really look that put together.
He's not. He was also kidnapped. He's being held by the cult. There's a cult, by the way. I probably should have led with that.
He looks like he was kidnapped a lot longer than she was.
Yes, I believe so.
But they let him keep the jacket.
It's a cool jacket, of course.
Yeah, like close up, it is a cool jacket. Yeah.
I know, right? a second cool jacket has hit the podcast. Just for comparison, here's his original look.
Okay. Oh, is that the remastered one?
Yeah, that's the remaster. This is original. Bear in mind, the original came out on the PS2.
Oh, he looks a bit like Courtney Cox Arquette.
I don't know who that is.
Monica from Friends.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can kind of see it.
It's the same. It's the same sort of hairstyle and facial expression.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, and the leather waistcoat isn't as cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The jacket has been demoted to a waistcoat in the original. So he is a scientist who worked for Umbrella, who found something in Spain.
Okay.
Spoilers, this is an eldritch horror game. because this isn't man-made horrors. Some kind of meteorite fell in Spain many years ago.
Oh,
and
it's got very colour out of space all of a sudden.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they found an organism on it, and Umbrella were messing with it. There's also a cult that worships it.
I see.
And there's like a magic jewel that anyone who's got the virus can be controlled by whoever's holding the jewel as well. It's all very kind of mystical and a bit eldritch horror-y.
Okay, I can see why you went for this game.
It's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
He was one of the people studying it. He eventually meets Leon and starts being one of the good guys. So there's a bit of enemies to lovers set up there.
So you think we're going to see him and
I think we're going to see a lot of him and Leon. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
It's not my personal ship, but I understand why people would.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so who else do we have? I feel there's probably more people we should talk about, but I'm not sure. We briefly had talked about Chris Redfield before we started. As I say, I don't know much about him. Aside from the memes, I'm a big fan of the fandom's take on Chris Redfield. Here he is, the beefcake that he is.
Yep, okay.
His whole thing in the fandom is that he desperately wants Leon to sleep with his sister. Unfortunately, it started out on 4chan as a green text of just like, Leon, please, her eggs are dying. Please, I need to continue the Redfield bloodline. Please sleep with my sister. And it's just sort of spiraled from there.
I see.
And I just find it funny that he hasn't considered continuing the bloodline himself. He's just determined to get Leon to sleep with his sister because that's the only way in his mind. And there's women lining up for Chris as well, but he's just like oblivious to it. And I find that amusing.
Sounds like he's obsessed with his sister.
A little bit, yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah. I mean, it's the fandom's interpretation, not actually how he is in the game.
Alright. Creepy of the fandom, then.
A little bit. His sister Claire Redfield will probably come up as well. She is also playable in one of the games that I've not played, so I'm not going to talk about him. Question. Anything else I haven't thought about?
You haven't mentioned Wesker.
Oh.
I know Wesker is a character.
Wesker. Yes. So Wesker is the bad guy in most Resident Evil games.
Okay.
Let me find a picture of him. He's had different outfits throughout, but this encapsulates him.
I see. Okay.
He's always got the sunglasses on. There's always some kind of leather trench coat involved, or he's got his arms out, or he's wearing a suit.
Well, that's how you can tell he's the bad guy.
He used to be one of the good guys, and I think he's sold out. He's either sold out or was always evil.
Either way, he really liked The Matrix when it came out.
He loved The Matrix when it came out, absolutely. And yeah, his whole thing is just selling viruses on the black market to use as bioweapons. So lovely.
He's a proper piece of shit then.
Exactly. but he's a charismatic piece of shit.
Right, yeah, I see.
So we're probably going to see more of him.
I am looking forward to all the crack fic, which involves Wesker, because I reckon there'll be loads.
Me too.
Of him just being, having more ham than a deli counter, which, yeah.
Other notable villains, at least for Resident Evil 4, we have this guy. This is the High Priest. This is one Osmond Sadler.
Okay.
His plan, step 1, kidnap the president's daughter. Step 2, give her this virus that lets him mind control her. Step 3, who knows?
Step 3, question mark. Step 4, profit.
I believe that's the plan, yeah. There might be something in there about creating the ultimate life form. I don't know.
Out of the president's daughter.
Yes. Do you want to see him, how he looks when you fight him?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd hoped you'd say that. Here he is.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, he becomes this kind of spidery, mutated thing.
Yeah, he's gone full, like, the Master from Fallout on us.
Yes,
yeah.
That's a very good analogy.
He looks like an amalgam of various other life forms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's fucked up. and you have a long boss fight with him where you run around trying to shoot his weak spots. And then Ada throws you a rocket launcher, which you then catch, and then you shoot him in the face with it. I haven't mentioned this is a really goofy game.
Yeah, I did sort of hear somewhere or read somewhere that there was a tonal shift. I think it's after the second one, maybe?
It's 3 to 4.
Yeah, and they just become, like, more and more goofy and ridiculous. Like, the tone changes quite substantially.
So it goes from horror, as in a tense situation where ammo is scarce and you're just trying to survive, to horror, Devil May Cry, where there's still, like, gore and shit, but you're also able to parry things, and at one point you can... There's a button to suplex an old lady if you stand behind her in 4, and that's very satisfying. Early on, you find out you can parry a chainsaw with your knife.
Ah, yes.
Like, you just stick your knife in between the chainsaw and you just like, yeah. You can block crossbow bolts with your knife if you parry them at the right time.
Yeah, I see. So it's the kind of horror where the horrors you are facing are horrific, but you are more than equipped to deal with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Things are scary, but you are cool.
Yes.
One last person, because I suspect they'll get the most of the enemies to love us. It was the guy I was talking about before we recorded, who is one Jack Krauser, who is a very frustrating boss fight, I have to say.
Okay.
So Krauser is the guy who trained Leon in everything he knows.
Right.
And spoilers for Resident Evil, he's the one who kidnaps the president's daughter.
Oh, shit. So,
Yeah. He betrayed the Secret Service.
He was swayed by...
Money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always money.
Exactly. So there's definitely a dynamic there for him and Leon. Of, like, he was my mentor, father figure, now he's my enemy, and there's probably room for them to have a bit of romance there.
Yeah, reconcile.
Or there would be if he didn't turn into a giant centipede monster when you fight him.
I mean...
As is the way with Resident Evil villains.
I mean, there might still be something there. I reckon that in this fandom, as in every other fandom, there are going to be monster fuckers out there.
Yes. Yes, there are.
You know.
On that note, one last one. This is not from Resident Evil 4. There's this bloke called Nemesis, who is not as attractive as the Hades 2 Nemesis.
Oh, okay.
He's like a super zombie that you can't kill in the game. You can only shoot him until he has to stop and have a breather, and then he just keeps going after a while.
Right, okay, so they did actually succeed in creating the ultimate super soldier.
Well, he can't be stopped by the guns that the police have, but I think you can probably nuke him or something.
Right, I see.
Maybe hit him with a tank, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone that stands out to you guys so far? Is there anyone you would like to see ships with, for lack of a better phrase?
So with this particular fandom, I am quite happy to dive in and see where it takes me.
Okay.
I think there'll be a lot of writing about... I reckon it's probably going to be Leon, Chris, some of the female characters, and Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot.
I firmly expect Leon to be the most popular character, if I had to guess.
I see.
In fact, one prediction I have is going to be Leon with Dante from Devil May Cry. Because, as Grace may have noticed, they are the same character design. And the reason for that is Devil May Cry was based on Resident Evil. It was kind of like a plan B for the script, and they were like, oh, sure, let's just make this as its own game.
Okay, I see.
And Leon got eventually turned into Dante. Krauser got turned into Virgil. Ada into Trish, I think. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Ashley got yeeted.
There's plenty of crossover format there.
I suspect
to go at. Yeah, I see.
I quite liked Louis, the sassy Spanish man. So I'm hoping we see more of him, if I'm honest. Because I didn't think he got enough screen time in the game. to be perfectly honest.
I mean, fingers crossed, he's got a cool jacket.
He does have a cool jacket. A lot of people have cool jackets. I want to know who does the character design, and I want to shake them and yell, "Go into fashion.
Yeah, just make these clothes available for people.
Let me buy Louis's jacket."
so the utter weebs like us can buy them.
Exactly.
They are available, it's just that they're out of our price range to be in the normal
God.
shops.
You're probably
You
right.
can only be a main character if you're rich, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you thrift like fuck. Wear your granddad's clothes. You'll
Look
look
incredible.
As somebody who did that all the way through high school,
You sure did.
There's a limit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a recession on at the time, Nick. It's fine.
I don't think that was why.
That wasn't why.
It's the excuse we're all going by.
Fair.
That absolutely wasn't why, but you know, I have come to terms with the mistakes I made as a stupid teenager.
Oh, you're being hard on yourself.
Now I'm a stupid adult. I can fully appreciate what I did. But
I
you
get
know,
you.
yeah. So,
personally, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to Resident Evil. I ship Ashley and Leon. I think they're very cute together. They've got a nice dynamic.
okay.
Normally, that's not what I go for, but I make an exception.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Thoughts, questions? Yeah, or we can just jump in.
Shall we jump in?
Okay,
Right
Yeah,
then.
let's look at fix.
Load up the AO3.
Let's see how wrong I am.
Oh, good grief. Okay.
Oh shit! No, there's someone else important I need to talk to you about.
Oh,
No, it's okay.
there's so many characters in this.
I mean, for 8 games, surprisingly limited. So there's this guy, which you've probably seen memes about, and I think he might end up being Grace's favourite character, if I had to guess.
Okay.
So he is the shopkeeper. They never explain him.
Hang on a minute.
I don't see the.
Right, with that overcoat, is he doing the "Hey kid, wanna buy some drugs" pose?
Yeah, pretty much.
I see.
Every now and again, you'll just wander into an area and he's set up a shop, and he'll just go, "Alright, stranger, how are you? What are you buying? And what are you selling?" And he's got this weird, goofy pirate accent,
And
he's lovely.
and presumably you can just walk up to him and no
Buy
matter
stuff.
where he's set up and buy stuff.
Yeah, get yourself a better gun, sell random loot that you found all over Spain, and be like, "Yeah, what are you buying, stranger?" And he's always oddly sentimental. He's got your back, and he's kind of wholesome. I'd quite like to see some shopkeeper fix, now I've thought about it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, that's the last character. Let's go.
Right, let's have a look.
27,000 works.
Yeah, I've got just under 29 on mine. I don't know what I've done different to you, but
I went to Fandom and then Resident Evil. Game.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got the films, I bet.
I've got Biohazard, Resident Evil Gameverse.
You're logged in. I'm not logged in. That's the difference.
That'll be why. Yes, I will I'll just keep my eye out for them little blue
you're fine.
padlocks. But yeah,
I got signed out and I've forgotten my password. I'll get around to figuring that out eventually. So,
I'm seeing a lot of Leon and Lewis.
Lewis. Oh, Louis.
yeah, Louis. Yeah, there is.
Louis.
Oh, okay.
My only regret is it's not Leon and Louis Theroux, because I think that would be a very interesting pair. Like, one's just a stoic spy man and the other's just trying to introspect him to find a deeper personality, but there isn't one there. Leon is, like, 6 inches deep in terms of personality.
It's just the entire objective of Resident Evil 4 would just become get Louis Theroux it.
Yeah, get Louis Theroux in to just... Honestly, maybe America would have done a better job sending Louis Theroux to rescue Ashley.
Yeah,
he just talked out everything. No one's gonna step up to Louis Theroux.
Yeah,
he'd just walk in.
He would just talk them into introspection.
Yeah.
And while they're going like, "Oh my god, I'm an absolute massive bastard," Ashley.
Have you thought about how this plan isn't gonna work? Shit, you're right, Louis. Oh no. Maybe people don't want to be giant centipede monsters. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. It's time to leave. And Louis strikes again.
Yeah, it's like I'm a massive asshole. Thank you, Louis.
It wouldn't be a very fun game, but
No, it'd probably be very short as well. But
I'd still watch it.
He comes in 20 minutes later. Credits roll.
I can't see Ashley simping as hard for Louis as Leon, but it'd still be interesting.
I think Louis Theroux would just talk her out of it.
Yeah. Look, I'm an older man. You could do better, Ashley. You've got university ahead of you.
Yeah.
Go.
It's like, don't you think that you only like me because I came here to rescue you?
Well, gee, I haven't thought of that.
And from that, I like literally the 7th one down. It has MPreg and ABO dynamics in it.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't think we can talk about it though because it does have the rape non-con tag. So
We've talked about rape non-con before. As long as it's not too rape non-con, if you know what I mean.
I don't know where the distinction lies.
That's fair.
Rape non-consensual is just rape. Dubious consent, however, is dubious.
Yeah. Like, I think we can get away with that. Right, let's have a look.
Who's Mother Miranda?
She is from Resident Evil Village. She is Lady Dimitrescu's mum.
Oh, okay.
Let's find out what she looks like, because I've still not actually played Village. Oh, I see.
She keeps lesing people up, and I don't.
I can see why she keeps lesing people up. She seems the type to do that. So that's Mother Miranda,
Okay.
who paradoxically looks younger than Lady Dimitrescu.
Are they her wings or the wings on her throne thing?
I believe they're her wings.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
they're
I
hers.
see.
Yeah, I can absolutely see why she's lesing up. She is like the fucking. She's the MILF in charge. Can I speak to the MILF? Here she is.
Here's a shot from the game itself, rather than just the animated bit.
It's scary how greasy she is.
Yeah, she's glistening as well. Oh my
yeah,
god.
she is. Mm-hmm. They wanted to show off those really good graphics that the Resident Evil engine can do.
I mean,
What, by making her sweaty?
Yeah, it's a very impressive game engine in terms of graphic fidelity.
I mean the feathers show that alone. They didn't have to make her
They wanted to, okay?
shine in the sun.
I think maybe people were simping too hard and they were like, right, no, turn it down. We need,
That's not turning it down.
isn't it?
No, I feel like the artist looked at her and went, "No, we need her to glow."
I see.
We're gonna make her look like she's made out of porcelain.
Maybe, well, that's what they were going for then. They wanted to look pristine. I don't know.
Yeah, there is a spooky
Yeah.
level to her.
Oh, honestly, this podcast takes us to some places.
Exactly.
Um.
I should say the most popular relationship is Leon Kennedy and Rita.
Oh,
Hands up, who
Oh,
is
for
shocked?
God's sake.
Nope, I didn't think so either.
that was the sound of me keeping both hands firmly on my lap. But
Yep, me too.
Oh, I tell you what. Let me go look for some crack.
I'm not surprised though, because I reckon everyone who's written these were a bunch of teenagers when it came out and were like, yes,
Yeah,
I want to be him and be held by him.
yeah, that's completely valid. There's also a lot of Lady Dimitrescu reader.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think basically it didn't really matter what gender you were when that game came out. Like
You simped for Lady D.
yeah, like some people they wouldn't have got it, but other people would have been like, "Yes, more of that, please."
Mm-hmm.
I figured out where I want to be in life.
Between her titties.
Oh boy.
I completely agree. Yeah.
I'm just.
And the most popular ship for Leon with characters is, of course, Chris Redfield as well.
Oh, because of course.
Yeah. Full Yaoi.
Right then.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to narrow it down to. I'm surprised him and Ashley didn't make the top 10.
Is this crack really 425 words? Just 1 second.
I mean, you're the crack aficionado at this point.
The thing is, it's Lady D and Reader, and you're just cuddling. I don't think that's, crack.
That still sounds nice. Send it over.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, 1 sec. Yeah, all right, I'll send it over.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, this is Our Secret by Anonymous. The summary is, after an unexpected and embarrassing occurrence earlier in the day, Lady Dimitrescu relaxes with you by her side.
Oh, I can get behind that.
So, yeah. So it's only 425 words. It is a drabble. But, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay.
What? Are you okay, Nick?
I found the crack.
Oh.
Oh my god, I found the fucking crack. Okay, so basically this is 425 words.
Oh shit! No, I see it. I see it now.
This is
400.
this is 425 words of like really, really like, you know, lovely fluff, and you just
It's-
cuddling with the
it's
big
so
vampire
cute.
lady, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like, what happened today stays between us, darling. No one will ever know about it. And the last fucking line.
Hang on, please. Let me. As she takes one final drag of her cigarette, you silently vow to never let the world know that that day, Lady Dimitrescu sharted.
And there it is. That's the fic.
Fucking
Anonymous, you
hell.
motherfucker.
Oh, there was no need to be anonymous. Be proud of this.
Oh, it was
That's a hell of a plot twist as well. Just at the end, it's like, yep,
yeah.
she sharted.
Fucking 100% deserves the plot twist tag.
More fics need to just end with a shot out of nowhere. Oh, masterfully done.
Yeah, so there's that.
Beautiful. This is why we read fanfic.
Yeah, we found the crack.
So did she.
yeah, so did she.
I forgot to mention another thing from the fandom that I really enjoyed when the game came out. There was fan art of Mousely Graham, which is what would happen if Ashley was turned into a mouse. And it's just Leon rescue, not even like a sexualized mouse, just a mouse.
Just
But-
a common or garden variety mouse.
yes. Hang on. So here's the original. There's so much fan art. It's sort of spun out of control. I'll put it back in images. Yeah. This post was by someone on Twitter called Agrimora. It was, what if you booted up Resident Evil 4 and Ashley was just a tiny mouse? What would you do? And like the art's just adorable.
It is.
Of her just running around like, I crave cheese, Leon.
I like how
Got
there's-
some rare cheese on sale, stranger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like how there's a cameo from the shopkeeper there.
Got some cheese, Leon.
Yeah, just
And
like
this just spun
100
out of control.
100% covering the situation.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his market.
Exactly.
Oh, fucking hell.
So there's loads of art around of Ashley as a little mouse, occasionally being kidnapped and getting Leon to rescue her. And yeah, that was very wholesome.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
on that note, back into fics.
What? Mm-hmm. Okay. I found something probably as equally cursed.
Oh no.
This is called Never Let Teen Chris Learn Gen Z/Alpha Slangs by chocolate_theft.
No, that I need to see.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Okay.
Yeah, like... So, the summary is... Oh, really now? Wesker raised a brow. Chris smiled with giddiness. Of course, you have W Riz. You can't spell Wesker without W after all. I'm not going to know what any of this means, apart from Riz.
There'll probably be mention of Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah, I know what that means. I still can't decide
There
whether
is.
it's a masterpiece or the worst thing on the internet. But yeah.
Suddenly, Chris looked up at him. A glint of mischievous reflected in his greyish-blue eyes. You're so Skibbity Sigma Rizzler, boss. Something must have possessed Chris to say all of that, with a cheeky grin. Oh no, not this again. The sentence structure alone didn't make sense, as it was just a bunch of jumbled up slang that somehow Chris had mashed together.
Oh, it's... So yeah, Chris Redfield now has the brain rot.
Oh, he didn't have much brain to begin with. He instinctively remembered how it went down. It's just explaining. So what Sigma means is a highly successful independent man, while any variation of Riz is shortened for charisma. Get it? Charisma. Chris then proceeded to try explaining what on earth was Skibbity, and Wessler to this day has no idea.
Yeah, from further down, the older teenager blinked. Throughout their relationship, he sometimes wanted to study Chris's fascinating mind. Skibbity Toilet is low-key peak. I would love to watch it with you again. So Wesker has probably seen the entirety of Skibbity Toilet.
Oh, God. You poor... No wonder he went mad. Am I gay because I kissed a guy, or did I kiss a guy because I'm gay? Without missing a beat. We're in a committed homosexual relationship, Wesker replied. And we have kissed more than once. I'm not sure why you're asking me this, Christopher.
Oh, okay, I see.
I want to find out what the twist is. It's not going to top Lady Dimitrescu shouting out of nowhere, but it did say the ending will shock you. So
This, I think it's basically they kiss. And yeah, I think it is basically Wesker kisses Chris to stop him talking about Skibbity Toilet.
after finally undoing the brain rot, the pair engaged in a sloppy makeout session.
Oh boy. Yeah, that was a thing.
Thank you for cursing me with the gift of knowledge.
Yes.
Right, what else we got? Oh, that's a delightful tag. This is very long, and it's probably going to be more wholesome than anything, but I have here a fic called Old Addictions Die Hard by Logjammer 9000.
Logjammer 9000.
The tag that drew me to this is Useless Lesbian Vampire.
Useless lesbian vampire.
There are 69 works in Useless Lesbian Vampire. Very nice.
Oh, popular then.
Nice.
There are multiple useless lesbian vampires out there.
Over it.
There's some in Wednesday. There's a few in Resident Evil. There's Vampire the Masquerade. Skyrim. True Blood. Yeah. That is a more popular tag than I expected.
Oh, wow. I quite like the notes. I've never written a fan fiction before, but Lady Dimitrescu has been consuming my thoughts for months. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
I think you'll find it's been years now, because this was first published in May 2021, and it was last updated July 2024.
Oh, it's still going. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Pushing 500,000 words. 40 chapters. Yeah, this has been consuming your brain for 3 years now. And good on you.
My God.
Oh, I mean...
That big lady sure gets everywhere.
Yeah.
The big lady brain rot.
Takes up a lot of space.
Oh, she does. God bless her.
She does.
Sometimes it is fucking nuts that, like, years later people are still writing about this stuff.
I hope the character designer behind her is happy.
Yeah.
Like, they must
know
be
who they
so
are.
proud, because there's designing a good character, and there's designing someone who rots the internet for 3 years. Like, they did good.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to say.
I have a headcanon about
Okay.
this. Basically, he was asked to write the villain for Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
And he thought to himself, well, I have a kink. I daren't tell anyone. So I think it's going to be so fucking horrifying that it will make a good villain for this piece. And then he wrote it. And everyone went, oh my God, that's my kink too. And he's the happiest person in the world now. Or they're the happiest person in the world. Mm-hmm. Whoever you are.
Like ABO fan fiction.
Yes.
Hang on.
My God.
Right, I'm going down a different...
Yeah, like, when you think about something and you think it's only you, and then you find, like, that the rest of the internet has exactly the same brain rot you've got.
I'm looking into this.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'd like to find out. I would like to find out.
The character designer is one Tomonari Takano. I'm curious if I can find what else they've worked on.
I'm going to say, will it say that he has a thing for, you know...
I doubt his biography will say,
tall
I have a
vampires?
thing for big ladies. No.
I mean,
It'll turn out he just knows what the market wants and he designed Nier
Oh
as
no,
well.
he's not the Nier guy.
I mean, Guillermo del Toro is quite
No.
open about what he likes, isn't he?
He did some character design for Devil May Cry 4. I don't remember any big women in Devil May Cry 4.
Okay.
Also Resident Evil 5 and Monster Hunter Freedom. So hasn't worked on that much, or at least not credited. And then he was art director for Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village.
Right, okay. So maybe he was just... Or he was hiding it well.
Mm.
I just thought, I better not say anything because people are going to think I'm a fucking degenerate. And it turns out that...
He is.
Well,
Maybe he's not.
It turns out
Maybe
that we're all degenerate.
Maybe he's not a degenerate.
Hmm.
Like, maybe he stumbled onto this design.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't think it specifies what he did in Devil May Cry 4. But maybe I'll look into it another time. It's entirely possible Lady Dimitrescu was a delightful accident.
Oh dear. I suppose it's how most people discover that they have a kink, I suppose.
But that's what I mean. Maybe it's not his kink.
Yeah.
Maybe he has no idea.
Yeah, it was like, I'm pretty sure that I read something where the person who invented the Deathclaw for Fallout got interviewed. And
Alright.
they mentioned the Rule 34 out there about Deathclaws and stuff, and he was like, I had no idea. And he wasn't really sure how to feel about it, but he was happy that his character was getting, that his invention was getting exposure, I guess.
So one thing I do know is the art director or one of the CGI people for the Fallout TV series is also known for drawing Deathclaw furry art.
Really?
And the Deathclaw has been confirmed for Fallout for the second season.
Oh, shit.
So at least we know that design's going to be good.
What?
It means that someone's going to have made
Define
a 3D
good.
model.
I mean, it's their special baby. They're not gonna skimp on making it bad.
Yeah,
That's what I
see-
mean. Like, a lot of attention is going to go to the Deathclaw design.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Exactly.
Which means a really good
Yes.
detailed model.
Oh
which
no,
may
they're gonna
find
leak
its way
it.
into other uses.
After the executives have shouted at him, for the last time, you cannot put your waifu into Fallout 2.
And then they do.
And then, yeah.
Anyway, back to Resident Evil. I found one of my favourite porn tropes. No, not for getting off, but one of my favourite porn tropes in that it's just a very funny premise. So, Resident Evil 2, it's a horror game. You're being chased by this man through a lot of it. The monster I was on about. Nemesis. Turns out I was remembering wrong. It's specifically Mr. X,
Okay.
who looks like this. And he's just patrolling the police station you're trapped in. And eventually he finds you, and he'll try and attack you on sight. This fic, a window of opportunity, brackets more like a hole.
He's stuck in somewhere, isn't he?
He's stuck. He's stuck in a hole in the wall.
This is the what are you doing stepbrother fic.
Yes, this is... Tags include unsafe sex, soft mind break, kissing, shameless smut, stuck in a wall, monster dick, Leon turns into a fuck toy.
And there it is.
Nice.
There's our monster fucking.
Yes. And because I looked at those tags all at one go, my brain went to a very different place, and I started singing to myself in my head, all in all, it's just another dick in the wall. You're welcome.
Oh dear.
Speaking of being welcome, I found you a crossover
Aha.
with
Ooh.
Devil May
I
Cry.
had a feeling that might happen.
I hope you like ABO.
Damn it!
Just embrace
I should have guessed.
it. Embrace it. It's fine.
So we've got Leon and Virgil. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And Dante and Morrison.
Dante and Morrison, who are both from Devil May Cry. I think. Maybe there's a Morrison in Resident
In
Evil.
which this is by Sparky96 for Daddy Nemesis.
Daddy Nemesis. Damn it. Oh.
In which Dante has grown up and presented as an Omega. Traditionally, if no parents or guardians were present, an Omega's alpha sibling would be the one someone would have to gain permission from in order to court and eventually marry said Omega. Morrison's approaches Virgil about gaining permission for Dante's hand in marriage.
I see.
And you know what? This is T-rated.
Huh.
It's not explicit or mature. It's just ABO without the raw dogging.
Wow.
This might be one of the safest ABO fics out there.
Yeah. It's more about marriage proposal and Dante needs a hug and some mentioned Empreg.
This, honestly...
Oh, is Leon gonna be pregnant and like barefoot in the kitchen baking fresh bread in the full cottagecore aesthetic for Virgil?
Oh, I don't know. But Dante's gonna get it.
He sure is.
This honestly feels like something that we've never found before. Because, like, usually when you find an ABO fic, you know you're in for one thing and one thing only, and that's smut.
A pounding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, like, I haven't looked into it. I mean, we might find that they've lied, but you know, I find it hard to believe, so I might have to like just scroll down a little bit and see if anything stands out. But no, I'm gonna trust them.
It's either that or this is a standalone fic in another universe, in the author's own sort of universe they've set up for themselves, and every single other fic is just...
This is the one tame fic, the prelude towards just pounding.
Yeah, the normal stuff that we see as part of the ABO fandom.
Mm-hmm. No, it ends with them going off to get breakfast.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, they have baby demons.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Sorry, I skipped to the end. Spoilers for hand in marriage.
Oh.
I just they've had demons,
Oh.
baby demons.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it just seems quite wholesome all the way through.
For a change from ABO.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and
yeah.
for Devil May Cry.
Yeah, and Devil May Cry.
I mean, like, I think I've seen a few fics before where ABO is sort of treated with more respect than just a smut category. Like, people have actually tried to go into like how the society runs in such a situation with that biology, which I think is quite interesting. But yeah.
Maybe we should do an episode one day where we do ABO, but we only do Gen ABOs.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
What's Gen?
As in general.
Oh, okay.
Green, safe.
Or
Okay.
generate. Because there has to
Oh
be
yeah, that's what it stands for.
Yeah, there has to be an opposite.
It's G for generate.
Isn't there? Yeah.
I like that. That's a solid one.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, I'll line that up sometime. Of just only safe for work ABO fix.
Straight under it is Pieces of Me by Double Back, and it's a Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield one, which has got the Italian mafia in it.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah,
Mafia
I've been wondering why there's so many Mafia AUs, and I was talking about it the other day. It's a really popular AU, possibly the most popular AU, and I don't get it. So if anyone out there is really into that, why not write in?
Well, I mean, I could probably give some reason as to why Mafias are cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get Mafias are cool.
One, The Godfather's fucking cool. Two, gives you a reason to dress all your characters up in suits. Three, like, you've got the power inadequacy.
Yeah.
Power
balance,
balance
yep.
problems. Thank you. Had to simplify all my words. Yeah, and you've got an excuse to kill people you don't like.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, people, like, the mafiosos do things to certain people. One of them, in fact, is Sophie. That is her.
Oh.
Yeah, like, we played...
Your girlfriend likes Mafia AUs.
I thought she was a part of the mafia. I got the complete wrong end of the stick. I was like, what?
I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, but basically, we played Mafia 2, and she took one look at the protagonist and thought, yes.
I see.
And
Nice.
honestly, I sort of looked at myself. I'm like, pasty white northern dude, about as far removed as you can get from a rough, tough Italian-American gangster. And thought, what the fuck? But yeah, there we go. That's...
Have you considered you could, like, softly ease her in by using Peaky Blinders as, like, a middle ground?
Oh, God. I think that'd be even worse. I'd have to...
Women
Peaky
have
Blinders...
more than one type. It's fine.
The Peaky Blinders
I
came
guess.
from Birmingham, didn't they?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I come from Birmingham. Maybe I could resurrect. Just roll up in a flat cap and a suit. Like, alright.
Watch out, Nick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but the thing is, the moment I start coming out with a Scouse accent, it's all gonna go to shit.
Scouse,
Unless
Brummie.
Sophie's into that.
Well,
Yeah.
Brummie Scouse. Like, I know it's heresy, but I'd rather do a Scouse accent than a Brummie accent.
Completely fair.
Oh, it was, I mean, I wasn't worried, but you know when you sort of look at yourself and you think, well, what's she doing here then?
She should be in
Oh.
Rome, you know.
Yeah, it should be on Sicily. But, you know,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, it
And
was...
then she gets there and she realizes that the Mafia don't look like Jojo Golden Wind. They're just
No.
blokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just normal Italian dudes, you know.
No titty windows on those outfits.
Hell,
Maybe some titty window, but not Jojo level titty window.
more hair than JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Aha.
Hairy titty window.
All I've seen from this... Actually, no, there are some interesting tags here. But I finally found Merchant/Leon Kennedy. This is
Hey.
crack treated seriously, except seriously, it's gratuitous smut. Like, it's literally just filthy. Nothing redeemable here. We're not sorry we wanted the merchant to do terrible things to us. Gratuitous smut, cunnilingus, bottom Leon Kennedy, trans Leon Kennedy, trans porn by trans authors, so don't get your knickers in a twist.
Knickers, knickers are staying untwisted, don't you worry there.
Consensual but not safe or sane.
Oh, what a tag.
Don't have sex with strangers in the middle of nowhere, y'all. Breeding kink, like so heavily, there's breeding kink. We're really showing our true colours here, huh? So many mentions of Leon's cervix, like so many. Mating press, size difference, size kink, table sex, voice kink, mentioned Jack Krauser, mentioned Ingrid Hunnigan, she's the woman on the radio, mentioned Ashley, cream pie, needy Leon, submissive Leon. We will not apologise for the terribly written English accent.
Oh,
Texan
fuck yeah.
intensifies.
Where's the accent? Let me see.
Yes,
Texan
we...
intensifies.
Yeah.
That's a good tag.
Right. What? Leon snarked. A discount. I figured you'd need more. I figured you'd appreciate more than a discount. I can't do it.
No, hang on. I think
I
the
figured
merchant...
you'd need is more than a discount. Yeah, it's...
I would hope for you to not receive proper compensation for all your hard work.
Oh, that's a solid merchant.
Really?
Yeah. I'll find you a clip. Well done, stranger. He's sort of like... Imagine Michael Caine doing an impression of a pirate. I think that's the best merchant.
I honestly can't imagine that. I just went...
I realise that's a very niche thing to ask you to imagine, but... You see, more than... Yeah, this is... The accent's hard to read. They are correct.
I kind of get it. I was really having fun doing that, but there we go.
No, I get what they were going for. I'm struggling, but Nick seems to have it. So if we ever do a dramatic reading of this, Nick, you get to be the merchant.
I get to be the merchant. I am the one who is fucking Leon S. Kennedy.
Exactly. I hope you're happy. Many people want this, as
Yeah.
you can see by the number of fics about Leon fucking readers. So...
I will, right. I'll make an observation here. If we do a dramatic reading of this, I will be the first person fucking Leon Kennedy who doesn't want to be there.
Give it time. You'll probably change your mind.
Oh, I mean, I do have trouble doing accents, but I'm quite proud of that one.
Yeah, that worked well. Also, for a Texan, you've written British just fine.
Yeah.
We're joking aside.
I'm guessing that the merchant is supposed to be like very Cockney.
Kind of. Do you want me? I'll find you some footage of the merchant.
Yeah, we're gonna say Cockney. They wouldn't say ye. They'd say ya.
It's a very sketchy accent, to the
I
point
see.
where you can't place it. It's just kind of broad. Here you go. Right, this is just all his dialogue.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's very hard to place.
It is just sort of generic Southern England. You know, yeah.
But piratey, not Southern England posh.
But yeah, this is it. Like more to the East End kind of, you know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like menacing Cockney rather than chirpy Cockney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand by Michael Caine doing an impression of a pirate.
Yeah, I can kind of see where you went there. I thought that, judging from my portrayal, I thought it was going to be a lot more gravelly than it actually was.
No, he's not that gravelly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, I'll see what else we've got. There's so many Reader. It surprises me just how much of it is Reader.
Yeah. I guess people just want to... Yeah, speaking of which, I found an Albert Wesker / Reader one.
Oh, go on.
No.
You're gonna
No?
You were gonna fucking love this, honestly.
Hang on, Grace? Why'd you say no?
Didn't say no.
Nick, did you hear Grace say no?
I heard you
I
say...
didn't say no.
I heard you say something. You were
I
cutting
heard,
in
alright.
a little bit. All right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe you cut out. It's like, all I heard was no. And I was like, oh, what's up? I thought you maybe had something else you wanted to share, but it's fine.
Okay. So this is... This is the Bussy Experiment by Slurp My Fat Ween.
My God.
That sounds like a 1920s like sci-fi kind of.
It was...
I mean, I'm thinking of the Quatermass Experiment, but yes, also
was-
the Bussy Experiment.
I haven't finished yet.
Sorry.
It was a gift for Chalice of Cum.
Of course.
And yeah, there's apparently you have a Bussy, and Albert Wesker wants to impregnate the Bussy. So there it is.
Wesker has plans for his new world. Someone who will carry his child and create the ultimate perfect life form. But for that, he needs to find some Bussy.
Oh my God.
And it is Mpreg. I was going to say, if the Mpreg tag wasn't there, I've got some bad news for him about the Bussy. Especially when it comes to getting someone pregnant. Okay.
Hang on a minute. He's advertising for subjects on a fucking dating app.
Of course he is.
For one of
Of course he fucking is.
For one of his prompts, he wrote, "Looking to breed some Bussy." Treble Y on that. Tongue emoji.
Oh yeah, I see.
Fucking.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure what emotion that emoji is conveying, but I think you'll know the one.
I do know the one.
Hang on. You and your best friend were scrolling on Minge, the most popular dating app. In this universe.
Bravo.
Nice. Very good.
Also, hang on. I saw something here. Though now it posed a question. What kind of man would allow himself to get impregnated by what was essentially a tentacle? It sounded terrifying, like something out of a horror sci-fi movie. At least the xenomorph was sexy.
Bloody hell.
No.
And again, here we are. Oh, you two discussed a meeting in public to be safe. It was nothing fancy, just a McDonald's. You already imagined him giving you back shots in the play place. No, don't get ahead of yourself.
That's not okay. Is that why McDonald's doesn't have play areas anymore?
I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
This is a masterpiece.
Oh my God! The references in this.
What?
You don't know what happened, but after 2 Big Macs, 2 large fries, a large chocolate shake, a 4-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal, a McChicken, a double quarter pounder with cheese, and a large Coke, you find yourself on a hotel bed with Wes. That's a reference to Big Smoke's order in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't have got that.
They're just...
It's a classy date.
The fucking reference in this. Oh my God.
Wow. This is brilliant.
It thrusted in and out of you, a wet squelching sound heard throughout the room. It pushed through your colon, your walls fluttering as it allowed to the foreign body to enter further. It had difficulty pushing through with all the fucking McDonald's you ate earlier. But it eventually found the artificial womb that formed after the liquid you drank earlier.
Oh my God.
physics and biology.
What's that?
They mean nothing. It's a fan fiction.
No, the thing is, most people don't put the McDonald's there if you've had McDonald's.
I'm guessing it. They didn't. I'm assuming it. The McDonald's has been processed at that point,
Yeah, exactly.
and I guess it goes through your system quickly.
This is this is fucking.
You know what? You're having fun on crack. I'm gonna join you.
Honestly, this has fucking broken me. This after.
Mm-hmm.
It.
That might be my favourite thing I've read in a while.
Oh, yeah. In a turn of phrase that I thought I would never ever say. Thank you, slurp my fat wig.
What would you? Okay, here's my challenge for you. Give me a poster review for the Bussy experiment, like the kind of thing the Guardian would say about a film that you can put on the poster if it had a movie poster.
I laughed so hard my arm burst.
Sure, that'll do.
Because I nearly did, but there we go.
Why did your arm burst?
Let's see what else there is.
I'm realising I'm just going to have to play Resident Evil Village, because there's a lot of characters that aren't Lady Dimitrescu that are getting simped for.
I thought you'd played it.
Not Village, no. Not the one I have it. I've not played it yet.
Right, I see.
Okay, this could be interesting. Just because I want to see how it's going to go. Hopefully this is fun. So this is Angels Among Us. Oh, for fuck's sake. I keep hitting copy and then copy again instead of copy and paste, and that ruins the posting. Angels Among Us by Blue Eyed Archer. Notably, one of the pairs is Leon S. Kennedy / Breakfast.
Breakfast.
And
Right.
I'm curious just how that works. It's also Leon plus Mr. X / Tyrant.
He fucks a full English?
I hope not.
Yeah, I think that would probably hurt, but, you know.
Hurt?
Fucking a full English.
I mean, hot sausages.
I suppose, yeah.
If it's
It depends. It depends who the top in this relationship is for the breakfast.
I mean, still, even you're sticking your dick in mashed potato and shit, you know, like, scrambled egg.
So there was
You
that.
know, it's not going to be great, is it?
I think it was
Like
on
dunking
QI.
your egg in a soldier, like, fucking bad.
There was definitely someone telling a story on a popular British show, I believe it was QI, about one of their roommates who they found who put their dick in beans, like baked beans.
Oh.
And apparently they kept doing it and they realised it was really nice. And there was sort of a joke of like, how do you discover that? Of like, is it an accident? You put your dick in beans and you're like, oh, hold on. Oh, we're onto something here. But maybe it's that.
And then, you know, you do it once and then forever it has to be Heinz.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck off, Grace.
Sorry. Product placement, you're welcome.
Other brands are available.
Yeah.
They're just not as good. But anyway.
It just didn't work as well.
As an aside, the American in my life keeps asking me about baked beans.
Okay.
They just don't understand.
Why? What's not to understand?
It's just not something they have over there. And all her friends have weighed in on baked beans. And like, why does that exist? It looks gross.
Yeah, finally. Somebody agrees.
See, I was neutral on baked beans. But now I feel the need to defend them because I keep being attacked because of baked beans.
Actually,
And I'm like,
well,
you know what,
these
fine,
Americans
national
are-
dish. I'm going to back this up. No. Beans.
Are these Americans going to Harvard?
No, it's the other one.
Then they don't understand the working class need to just only eat baked beans because it's only the thing you can afford growing up. That's why they don't appreciate it.
Very true.
I will just make an observation about baked beans, right?
Okay.
When they're warm, absolutely lovely. When they're
Yeah.
cold, they're one of the grossest things on the planet. Like, I can't...
Yeah.
My supervisor eats them
Like the
cold.
McDonald's chip.
He eats ravioli in a tin cold. He eats hula hoops in a tin cold.
Yeah, this is.
He's a monster.
This is the thing. I am thinking about that, and it's making me gip. Honestly, that's how bad it is. Like when they're warm, fine, but like if I had to sit in front of somebody eating them from a can cold, I think I would throw up. Yeah, it's a whole it's a whole weird thing. Yeah, it's not
That's
good.
fair. Well,
I can't imagine fucking them either.
no,
Did he warm the beans up before fucking them, or was he fucking them cold?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I assume he's fucking them cold, because you'd have to remove them from the tin.
You'd have to microwave them,
or
yeah.
heat them up in a pan.
And then put your dick in
then
them.
he'd have to pour them back in the tin.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing it cold.
But you wouldn't want to fuck anything in an open can anyway, because of the sharp edge.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you had to fuck one breakfast item, what would you fuck?
Oh, for God's sake.
I've never considered this.
I mean,
don't
Grace
know.
has it easy. The sausage is probably the easiest option.
I don't want it up there. My body's a temple.
Yeah, food goes in the top.
Also, there's lots of different sausages to look at. Like, you got your Cumberlands, which are really curly. You got a cheap sausage.
You got the ones that are slightly curved.
You got the ones that got apple in it.
You got one with a vein in it. What?
Well, yeah, exactly. Battered.
Battered.
You know, it's just like too much choice.
You
Nick.
can't fuck a battered sausage. Jesus wept.
Not with that attitude.
No, that
No, I totally agree. It's disgusting.
I think my answer would be the pancake.
Okay.
Pancake.
Yep.
You're degenerate. You only asked me that because you wanted to tell me you'd fuck a pancake.
No, no. It
Come,
was more just.
James. Come. I've known you for too long.
That's not where I was going with this. I was just more curious what your answers would be. Because I couldn't find Leon shagging a breakfast in that fic, and I feel a bit miffed, so now I'm trying to find out.
It's fine. All the listeners know that I have admitted on this show that I would fuck a dragon. It's absolutely fine if you want to fuck a pancake.
You keep bringing that up, Nick, and I'm starting to wonder.
I'm trying to deflect.
By taking a bullet
Yeah,
for me.
100%.
I appreciate it. Okay, I've got another Dante Leon
I
here.
try to lean into it so that we don't take the piss out of Grace too much for like.
Don't you dare bring me back into this.
Into the fish.
Shut up about the fish.
I'm sorry.
I'm not committed to any old fish. It is just one fish.
But he's still a fish.
He's married, damn it! He's married to another.
It should have been me.
It should have been Link.
It should have been Link. It
should have been Link in the slaggy outfit.
But which one? He has so many.
I know. Whichever one we can paint white and turn into the wedding dress.
Oh, probably the backless one.
I think so.
Yeah, that'd make a solid wedding dress if you change the colour. I can't actually remember what the other slutty dress is that Link wears in that game.
I mean, it's more of a pair of billowy pants and like a thotty shawl.
Oh.
Like, it just doesn't cover a lot of your torso.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of body on display. If not,
Link.
And in the previous game, it was just him dressing up as a Gerudo woman, so it was like a bikini. Sort of
I've seen that
situation.
one. I'm very familiar with that one.
Oh yeah, we all love that one. That was a really popular cosplay for years for men and women. It was hilarious.
Damn right. And the worst part is you can never tell which is which.
Oh god, no. That was a fun bit.
So anyway, I found a Mauschli fic.
Oh wow, okay.
As in Mouse Ashley?
Yeah. This is Of Mice and Men by fanfic reader 01. This
Not
is
of
the
Mice and Men. What?
This is the
Fucking hell.
original fanfic reader. They are the first.
Yeah, fanfic reader number 1 liked it so much they've decided to write them.
They may have not been the first fanfic writer, but they're the first one to read a fanfiction. By the time Leon arrives inside the church and makes his way to the upper level, he expects a young woman in her early 20s in need of rescue. However, there is initially no sign of the president's daughter at first.
Is it because she's a mouse?
She's a mouse, yes. Ashley, Leon nods and furrows Furrows his eyebrows in confusion as he stares at the small animal. The small rodent nods, then even talks, albeit in a very squeaky voice. Yes! What happened to you? So the cult turned her into a mouse. It's not just the president liked a pet mouse and sent the Secret Service to go rescue his pet mouse.
It's Umbrella Corp's fault.
Damn you, Umbrella Corp.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it looks like the game... the Spanish describes it as Senorina Ratonita. Senorita Ratonita. Oh, bless her.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there are advantages here because he can... So in a fight, normally you do have to just protect Ashley at all times. But if she's a mouse, you can just put her in your pocket.
Yeah.
This is a much easier game if Ashley is a little mouse that can sit in your pocket because you don't have to worry about protecting her.
I reckon somebody has done a mod.
I'm pretty sure there's a mod, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure I've seen it out there.
Yeah, 100% there'll be a Mousely mod.
She'll probably be the same size and everything, but it will be... she'll just have little mouse ears. One thing I do know there is a mod for is swapping the character models.
Okay.
So you play as Ashley, and you're rescuing Leon, and Leon's got the mincy feminine walk that Ashley has. I will have to dig... It's really funny.
I see. I think I might have seen that, actually.
It's like Leon's sort of moving very effeminately.
Oh, the best one is when they did Catwoman and Batman. Fucking
Oh,
ridiculous.
yes.
Oh, it's so good. Oh. I died.
No, I know the one you mean. Oh, God. Let me see if I can find that gif. My favourite is Leon just sat on the barrel, because, yeah, it's just funny. I'll dig it out later. Oh, God. Let's see what else we got. I've got Leon going to therapy here. Actually, no, that looks dark. Let's not do that.
Okay. I've got something lighter.
Oh, good.
Hopefully this is going to do what it says on the tin.
I'll let you.
This is my immortal, but it's Resident Evil 4, and it's from Leon's perspective by Stridon.
Oh, God. Hi, my name is Leon Scott Kennedy, and I was born with two parents. That's how I got my name. With short blonde hair and fringes on each side and icy blue. I mean, Leon is kind of a Mary Sue when you think about him.
And you...
I get it.
Yeah.
What's up, Louis? Nothing, I said. But then I heard Ashley scream for help and I had to go away. Yeah, that's the game, all right.
Yeah, I'm an ex-cop, but I like stealing and looting. I have pale white skin. I'm also a federal agent, and I work for a company called the Division of Security Operations in America, where I'm the top agent. I'm 27, by the way. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black.
What is this reminiscent of, eh?
A lot of infected villagers
choice.
stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Fucking hell.
My immortal, you gave us so much.
I know. It probably one of the greatest contributions to literature in the 20th century. Maybe. I mean, no, but... I wonder what is the greatest contribution to literature in the 21st century.
21st century?
Yeah.
It narrows it down a bit.
It might be ABO Dynamics. Like, in terms of one thing that has had the most impact on writing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I think that
I'm surprised you didn't say Good Omens, but okay.
Oh, Good
Hang
Omens
on.
came out in the 90s, I think you'll find. But
Well, I think you'll find the TV series kicked off a massive bout of fanfiction.
that's true. You know what, yeah, I think Would you say Good Omens started the Old Man Yaoi?
No.
What did start Old Man
Sorry,
Yaoi?
Nick, what were you saying? I realised I rudely cut you off.
No, like, anyway, the Old Man Yaoi, we were reading about Chernobyl long before Good Omens, the TV series, was a thing, I think.
They started around the same time.
Oh, okay. So,
They definitely aired at similar times.
Yeah, I, honestly, like, time is an illusion nowadays, but, so, I think that on this show we sometimes fall into the trap of existing in an echo chamber,
Okay.
and like basically
Frightening.
the stuff we look for always comes back to us. So we probably think that like ABO is a lot more common than it actually is.
I don't know. ABO broke containment. It's a mainstream thing now.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that the romance novels that Sophie reads, she's got hundreds of them by this point. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
you
that
you
at least
can
one of them
buy.
was an ABO.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh no,
she-
there's multiple Omegaverse books you can buy
Oh
for
yeah,
money.
yeah,
It
like
has breached containment.
yeah, like she had no idea either. It was like, I think I was reading the back of one of them, and I'm like, you do realise this is an ABO fic? Oh, what's an ABO fic? Ha! Well, have I
So,
got a
good-
story for you?
So the website Goodreads.com, one of the mainstream book review websites, has an Omegaverse section.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I mean by it's broke containment and it's mainstream.
Wow.
There's a list here of sweet Omegaverse fics. So it's not even all Omegaverse fics. It's just the ones this person liked, and there are 278 books in it.
I honestly, yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's not us. It's not an echo chamber. It broke containment.
I didn't know it was that prevalent.
Like,
Honestly.
much like the average Resident Evil boss, it breached containment, and it's out there.
Nice segue, but yeah, honestly,
Thank you.
I didn't think it was that. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that prevalent. I mean, I
No.
knew it was out in the real world, but like, I didn't know how many people had just looked at it and thought, "Yes, that is what I want to read about."
I think that might be the most impactful thing to literature in the 21st century.
And it came from fan fiction.
Yeah. Horrifying, isn't it?
I mean, not really. It's more astounding. I suppose, fanfic writers. Like, full disclosure, I wrote a couple of fanfics which are now lost to time. Like when I was, a cringy
Like
teenager.
Tears in the Rain.
And like tapping away on your laptop in the middle of the night, you don't really sort of think it's going to go anywhere other than your laptop or the website that you post it on, which I never did, by the way, so don't go looking. But like, I suppose it did for some people, and it took off, and now the tropes that they wrote about are what people want to read. more
Yeah,
about.
I hope the original ABO author, whoever that may be, I'm going to call him Johnny ABO. I hope he's out there, and I hope he's happy. I hope he's getting royalties.
And I hope he's saying, yeah, I hope he's getting royalties, and I hope he's saying to all of his
invented this.
detractors who called him weird.
I mean, I
hate
don't
to say
think
it, but
one
I
sole
fucking
person
told you
invented
so.
ABO, but for the sake
Yes.
of argument, that's a good image.
Yeah, yeah.
I have another fic I want to talk about very briefly, because it's a ship I fucking endorse.
Yes.
This is For Old Time's Sake by In Deepest Blue. It is Lady Dimitrescu and Nadia of Antipaxos,
Hey,
who are two old friends.
Nadia.
Yep. Two lesbian vampires.
I
Well,
see
one
it.
lesbian vampire, one bisexual
I see
vampire.
it.
And I could see them being old friends.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that'd be nice.
Oh, they have a tryst. Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah, they have a tryst. Again, with the notes, like most of the internet,
Yep.
I have found myself absolutely enamored with Lady Dimitrescu, despite not having played a single Resident Evil game. I'm there, yeah.
Oh,
boy.
Nadia is pansexual. My apologies. But yeah, this looks very wholesome. Aha.
I think that Lady D thinks that Nadia deserves better than Laszlo.
No, she doesn't. In the nicest possible way. They deserve each other. They are both disasters, and that's good. Aha, I found a fic about the meme I was on about. My favourite meme to come out of Resident Evil. So this is called Possibly Maybe Kind of a Hero by Mother's Special Child. In which Redfield finally gets his hands on Lucas's asshole.
Right.
Claire gets exceptionally horny when he's pissed. and Lucas has really lost his sense to care. Alternate summary, this is the funniest thing I've ever written. Alternative summary, securing the Redfield bloodline.
Yeah, and this is written in the Eldritch font as well.
Oh my god.
So this isn't securing it via Leon,
Yeah.
but it's still Chris doing his best to secure that bloodline. I don't see an Mpreg tag, though, so I don't think he's doing very well.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Keep going, it'll work eventually.
He's gonna have to keep trying.
Something, very definition of insanity.
Don't listen to Nick. Keep going. You'll invent Mpreg one day. Silence. His voice echoes the room. There is no Lucas to be found. He huffs. My fucking dick. Just like that, Lucas leaps out from behind him, swinging a knife. What is going on here?
This.
I think this is fight sex. Oh, his dick's talking.
What?
No, he's talking to his dick. Chris looks at his crotch. Damn it,
What?
Redfield Jr. Lucas is not suitable to carry on the bloodline, and as far as I know, he has male anatomy.
Oh my god.
This is something else.
Are you gay, Lucas? Lucas shrugs. Not particularly gay, just bored.
That's a sexuality. That
For God's sake.
not particularly gay, just bored.
The prison/at-sea sexuality. Plus, Lucas is mouldy. Spontaneous anal sex couldn't hurt him too badly, could it? That will not make sense to anyone who doesn't know about the plot of those games.
He's mouldy.
Yes. So, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 focus on the mold, which is... It kind of makes you immortal, kind of.
What?
There's this mold that replicates being human.
Man's just eating penicillin
Yeah.
and just... What? Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's just like J.K. Rowling.
I heard about this. This is like Resident Evil zombies being made from
Yeah.
fungus.
The ones in 7 and 8
Right,
are, yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, mushrooms do form an existent form of life,
Mm-hmm.
so...
Yeah.
Shit,
There's
okay.
3 different flavors of zombie, as far as I'm aware. There is created by Umbrella, there is coming from space, and there's being mold.
And that's just in one universe.
Yep.
Fucking insanity, man.
You're welcome.
I feel like this universe is a complete fucking write-off in terms of wanting it to be zombie-free.
Yeah. And there may yet be more, to be honest, because I've only played a few of these games.
At least, I suppose at least Fallout had 2 ways of creating super mutants.
Exactly. I'm just trying to... Is there a tag for the
Well,
whole...
what you're saying is that Fallout needs to step up and start getting on the meteorites
Yeah.
and the mold.
Yeah, FEV from space. Next. Yeah.
Yes.
The Zetans want to experiment.
Deathclaws were actually aliens the entire time.
I mean, there
I
are
think
aliens.
People would be very upset by that.
There's plenty of aliens in Fallout.
Yeah, canonically there are aliens.
Are
yeah,
there?
You spend an entire DLC of Fallout 3 running around their ship.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's pretty cool,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, you get abducted by aliens in one of the DLCs.
Yep.
And in...
Since when did Fallout turn into The Sims?
I'd
I
forgotten
guess
about
so.
that. Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I'm just looking for more Redfield bloodline fix.
There's got to be some out there.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Somebody's called the brain.
Let's look at this fic, because this is called Leon, Save the Redfield Bloodline by Dit Me Ow That Day. The summary: Ethan Winters has failed him, so Chris has no choice but to force Leon to fuck his sister again. The Redfield lineage will continue with his help.
For God's sake.
Tags include Chris posting, crack, Redfield bloodline, Claire's ovaries are dying, and as Chris and Leon are playing hide and seek.
Oh, it has mentioned the Leon song.
The Leon, I mean, it's so good. If you're out there, go listen to the Leon song.
Oh, boy.
Ethan Winters failed him. He always said Chris should continue it himself, but he doesn't want to be a father. He wants to be an uncle.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there's just by the looks of things, there is just a. Oh, it looked like a song, but I don't think it is.
And then it turns out to be Chris. Leon, this is your final warning. You are old now, but don't worry, because my sister is... No thanks, bro! His catchphrase returned. The hard way, then. Chris signaled his men to turn on the song. There is a song, Nick.
There is a song, I see. I like how the notes describe Leon Kennedy as Leon... If it ain't Wong, it's just wrong Kennedy.
They have opinions on who Leon should end up with.
Yes. And in their universe, Leon shares that opinion.
You know what? That's fair. I get that. Like, there's definitely an appeal to Ada.
Fair enough.
Oh, I thought we were getting Skyrimmed, because I just saw it say, so you're finally awake. Oh, that's super racist. We're getting out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't...
I knew it was time for me to leave.
Yeah. It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, yeah.
Apologies. Didn't see that coming.
It's fine.
There's a different racist trope here further down.
For God's sake.
This the fic is called One Pint of Guinness and a Sack of Spuds.
Okay. Which one of the characters is Irish?
I don't think any of them are. Oh, no. Oh, Leon's a Kennedy, of course.
Okay.
That's an Irish name.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Is that...
Leon was out celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and yeah. Sorry, Nick. Is that what?
No. I would going to say, is that what this fic is about? And yeah, you answered that by saying he's celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I see.
Yeah, I'll post this just so we have it. I'll wait it's the last one because we are getting late into it. So this is 1 pint of Guinness and a sack of spuds by Shinobi Pouch.
Okay.
Okay.
I like how one of the tags is Leon the Bloodline.
Yeah, Leon the
Bloodline.
Bloody bloodline.
Leon, and then Redfield Bloodline memes. Not an ad for Guinness.
What?
Yeah, so Leon's out celebrating St. Patrick's Day when all of a sudden he starts to feel a bit dizzy and he realizes that Chris has drugged him.
Oh no.
That's
think.
not okay.
He's simping for Ada.
The door flew off the hinges in a showering splinter of wood as Chris darkened the doorway. Leon, did you do it? Is Claire in bed? Chris shouted, his fists shaking. Leon's mouth hung open as Chris glared at him and his potatoey bed companion.
Leon, the Redfield Bloodline, you must.
Oh, for God's sake.
He was sleeping with a potato. I see.
Oh, wow.
No thanks, bro, Leon shouted as he threw a potato at him. Oh, yeah. I'm glad this is out there.
He's jumped over the balcony. He's then got shocked because Claire is standing there in revealing red lingerie holding a stun rod. And then Chris...
Oh, no.
And then Chris, for good measure, empties the sack of potatoes on him anyway.
Oh, no. So this is the first time I've seen Claire be into this. No, in most interpretations, she's as confused as Leon is.
Oh, and then the next fucking...
This is a very worrying situation.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it?
However, the next line break...
He's been abducted. He's been drugged and abducted, really,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He bolted up in the hotel bed, the hangover prevalent, and he closed his eyes to the sun peering through the balcony doors. Hey you're finally awake, came a
God
voice.
damn it. God, of course.
Damn you, Todd Howard. I feel like I say that a lot on this show.
It's up there with Loss, isn't it? Getting the hey you're finally
it
awake.
is. You know, after Skyrim has been ported to nearly every
Of
electronic
just like
device in the world.
People can just put it in there to give you psychic damage.
Yes, 100%.
Right. Yeah. I'll leave it there. We should probably start wrapping up. So, what have we learned today, everyone?
I learned that there are more characters in the Resident Evil universe other than Lady D.
There was more than one all along. But she's still very popular.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, if we compare her to like time out there, she's more than pulling her weight.
Fair enough.
Because like Leon and Chris and all those, they've got 20 years on Lady Dimitrescu,
Yeah.
and they're about even for Fix.
Crikey.
It just proves that sometimes to get popular, you've just got to throw a big lady in there.
There just needs to be a big woman.
Yep.
Yeah, completely agree. Grace, how did you find it?
Well, as usual, I have the mental capacity of a spoon and I learnt nothing. It was all quite brain rotty, to be honest.
There's a lot of brain rot, yeah.
Oh.
Much like the many viruses in the game setting, this has rotted our brains a little bit. I'm shocked that I'm in a minority for shipping Leon and Ashley, but I suppose that's how it is with fanfiction, isn't it? That people don't write the canon thing; they write what they wanted to see instead.
Yeah, like fanfiction's all very well and good because you can be the change you want to see in the world.
Exactly. Surprisingly, not that much Leon and Louis either, which definitely surprised me. I thought they'd be way more popular. I've learned I should probably play some of the Chris Redfield games though.
Yeah. Could be our canary on that, I think.
I'll see what I can do, but I promise nothing.
Fair enough.
What else do we say?
It has been a fun one. I found lots more crack than I thought I would.
Yeah, I think you've hit the winning strategy here in that when we do fandoms that are 10,000 or over, we really do need to be adding crack as like a filter because there's just so much otherwise.
Yeah. This is
also fluff and crack treated seriously, things like that.
Yeah, it is a shame that you do miss out some of the sort of like nuanced and deep fix if you do it that way. But to be fair,
there's only so much we can do.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I read somewhere that fan fiction it can exist on tropes alone because everybody knows who the characters are anyway. And if you don't know who they are, it sometimes becomes a bit difficult to sort of put yourself in the story.
You know, I can agree with that because actually no. Yeah, I feel like you both did fairly well despite not having much knowledge of the series because it is, as you say, it's a lot of it is based on tropes.
Yeah. I mean, the knowledge of Resident Evil, I basically had it came from all the stuff that we did about Lady D. And it also came about when I was a teenager watching those really weird, wacky videos that people made in Gmod. Because
the YouTube poops, I believe.
Not quite YouTube poops, but, people had ported like Chris and Ada and Leon into Gmod. And,
right.
sort of made strange videos with them. As people were wont to do when Gmod came out,
But not in the Overwatch pornography way.
No, that hadn't
yet.
That hadn't cottoned on yet, and you certainly wouldn't have, seen it on YouTube. But there we go.
Well, depends where you look.
Yes.
Right. My brain's fried.
The brain rot has set in.
Oh, it has.
The bloodline, Leon.
Damn it.
The podcast, James.
I will continue the podcast line. We'll probably do another horror next time because it is October.
Yes.
And that feels on brand.
Spooky season is upon us. The nights are dark.
I'm not sure I want to say what I had in mind in case we chicken out because it is one I'd been putting off.
Oh.
But it is one we should do eventually.
Okay.
We'll see. But yeah, I hope you join us next time when we're here for that. If you enjoyed the show, the best way to support us, tell your friends, help us grow. And you're welcome to join us in our Discord. There is an open invite link hidden in our Tumblr bio. Anything else we want to say before we go?
I don't know.
Grace, you sound particularly fried today.
I've still got to cook all my dinners and thing, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm tired.
I'm getting a little bit hungry.
I need a poo.
Thanks, Nick.
You can cut that out if you.
I'm not going to cut that out. You live and die by the editor.
Mostly die, in my case, but yeah.
I mean, it mirrors the first thing we covered today, in that it ends with the twist that you shot it.
I'm not quite there yet, but, you know.
I'm glad. And on that delightful note, thank you for getting this far. We'll speak to you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.